Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Curling Masters in Champéry. Here in Switzerland, this is a Curling Champions Tour event. And we're watching today the game between the Swiss team of Mario Freiberger playing with the Yellow Rocks and the team of Jahr from Germany playing with the Red Rocks. My name is Roger Gulka, and we're seeing the game live here on Laula TV. So the teams just seeming like they want to test each other. Very open first end.
Wird gleich laufen. Ja.
So the Germans are at the top of the board there of their C group. As we know, this tournament is played with different groups, A, B, C, and D.
Sehr gut aus, Jungs.
Each have 5 teams. The 2 first of each group qualify for the quarterfinals.
Easy.
And Jahr now has 2 victories against Team Grey from Scotland and m.champery from Switzerland, and 1 defeat against this team, the Czech team of Sikh. Well, Freiberger
Sehr schön. Sehr schön. Gut. Sehr schön, Sven.
Freiberger also has 2 victories in his group.
Sind wir doch 3-mal verreist und ein halbes Mal auch.
Also against Team m.champery, and they beat the Danish team Mikkel Krause.
Tick mehr, Jonny. Bisschen
So
mehr.
yesterday the players were saying the ice was not curling very much, so it was quite tricky to play those takeouts on the side. It seems like Jahr doesn't seem afraid about that, giving, let's say, normal ice for a takeout. Felix Schulze might be a little wide there. No problem. He gets rid of both yellows and rolls out.
Ich habe jetzt auch mehr Eis, nur falls er nicht, wenn er dann anfängt Pebble zu nehmen, dann zieht.
And Mario Freiberger will now just try and draw 1 rock to the side. The ice apparently really fast. I think the player quite enjoying the ice conditions, maybe despite the fact that it's not curling very much. On the sides at least. In the center it's curling a bit more. And now Mario Freiberger testing his draw weight. It's always really important for the skip to make sure at the start of the game that he can draw the tee line. And if he misses that kind of rock, it's not too bad. I mean, it's just Yeah, it's just taking off a bit of pressure up the other team, but besides that, it really doesn't matter that much. So he can adjust his weight, adjust his feeling of the ice. So we see there he was just a little bit fast, but it's not so important. So he has a few, let's say, try shots. And now Felix Schulze actually playing fourth for this German team. I think they have a switch because before he was playing third and Jahr was skipping and playing last rocks. It was like I thought that maybe Felix Schulze was better at playing the fourth rocks. Now he will just try and draw the center.
Yep. Ist gut, Johnny, ist gut. Ist gut.
I think he just wants it top forefoot. Just an area in the center where Freiberger has to roll a lot to get out of the house.
Excellent.
Just center line. So very defensive first end, and think we're going to see a 0 coming. Mario Freiberger having the hammer in this last end after a last stone draw. Exercise. Try and keep his last rock. It seems like he's going to hit close to the nose. No problem. Rolling out. So it's going to be a first end with no points scored. We'll probably see a bit of offense in the next end.
Schön wäre es ja, wenn wir ihn im dritten zwingen können.
Oder wir können später im End ja auch mal ganz kurz voreinmachen, was er dann macht, okay?
Aber jetzt gehen wir erstmal. Welchen Turn? Out.
We just had a little email there from Hans Niemann, who was asking, well, it was written Atzinger Hasselborg announced. What's happening? Well, actually there was just a little mistake. It was the game actually who's being played right now on sheet number 2, and we're playing on sheet number 4. Oh, it's number 5, sorry. So it was just the opposite sheet. So sorry for that mistake. So there's no problem. We're watching now a game Freiberger versus Jahr. The fourth game for both those teams in their group. Important game there because anyone who will win will take quite a serious option for the qualification for the quarters. We see once again there. Teams taking absolutely no risk. So they're playing in the house.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Okay. Haben wir. Gut, Bernie.
Another good takeout there.
Wurde nur 20. Ja.
Actually, those two teams will be playing quite soon international competitions. Team Freiberger actually qualified to play the Universiade in December in Trentino. And Team Jahr from Germany will be playing the qualifications for the Olympic Championships. As we know, there are, I think, 10 nations playing the Olympics, and 8 are already qualified, including Russia, who's home team. And there's two more spots for the Olympics. And they will be decided in Füssen in Germany. They'll also be in December. And it will be quite tough competition. There will be Germany, France, Czech Republic, even the USA, Asian countries, I think Japan or Korea. So tough competition for those teams who will have to seek their place there to get to the Olympics, which is probably the ultimate dream in curling. And, well, not really much to say about the tactics here.
Schön, Bulle. Schön.
That's Christopher Barch. Just plays his takeout in the corner. The ice being quite straight, it's really important to be nice and precise. Nice and stable with your sliding, have a good release, nice and straight. A little bit of stress. And really slow takeout, just hangs in the rings. And now Jahr will be playing once again the hit and stay.
Meistens zu schnell mit mir dann und dann geht's halt ein Tap.
Yep. 20.
Forget that if you have actually any questions about the game or anything happening or just questions about curling in general or comments, you can always send an email at live@curlingchampionstore.org, the address that you see at the bottom of your screen. I wonder if suddenly Freiberger would be attempting a freeze now. It's last rock and the opponent's rock at the back of the rings. He's not taking too much risk. And Sven Eaton coming up with the draw weight. They're calling it 7-8. That's around the T line. They need to make sure that the direction is good. Apparently length seems fine. Oh, and they call it much faster actually. Ice is really, really quick. And well, it's just too bad. I think maybe they just gave it a few strokes of broom. Maybe at the start a little bit too much, but yeah. What the Germans really want now is to make sure that they can roll a bit to the side there. They don't want to leave. Well, I don't know. He's looking at hitting and stay on the nose, but that will leave a really big pillow for yellow rocks if they manage to get there. I think they should roll a little bit to the side. Even roll out, actually. It wouldn't matter that much. Hitting on the nose for me is not such a good option. I mean, Sven Eaton's now got the weight. I think that's a good shot. So, yeah, either double or hit and roll.
Normal, Zah.
Now that there's two against him, I mean, Freiberger needs to make either a good shot or make the double. He needs to hit and roll in front of that red. If he can get the freeze perfectly, that would be great. We see Mario wants either to score 2 or 0. Scoring 1 for him wouldn't be really ideal. He would lose the hammer, and scoring only 1.
Das ist doch Nase, ist doch gut, oder?
Da liegen sie nah, ne? Da kann er immer 0 machen.
Ja.
Kannst nämlich da schön wegrollen.
Also,
Tick
du
laufen
kannst,
ist
wenn eine
gut.
Nase kommt,
Ja, ja,
ist gut, wenn er
genau.
hier geht, ist er auch.
Du hast jetzt ein bisschen
20.
mehr Platz.
Ja.
Dass wir so genau hinter dem 4 Fuß sozusagen liegen, an der
Ja.
4 Fuß, 8 Fuß Kante. 20. Ja. Müssen wir gucken, vielleicht müssen wir ein bisschen was wischen, weil Johnny hat seinen eben ein bisschen rausgeworfen.
Ja, machen wir dann. Kein Problem.
Am Ende kommt er ein bisschen. Ja.
Gut.
20.
Oh, warte!
Gut, schön, Uwe. Schön. Super. Jawohl.
Schon gut.
So actually, good shot from the Germans. Get Heist nicely spread out.
Rastet aus.
When Mario with a difficult double across the house.
An der Schnur. Der kam weniger als deiner am Ende, witzigerweise. Ne? Der war aber auch ganz gut schön, war der jetzt.
Und da drüben, wenn sie da drüben sind, sind sie noch gerade.
Mario Freiberger, the young Swiss player. Trying to skip for this team from Zug.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That's just a hit on the nose, so
Kleedzügig. Hä? Kleedzügig. Auch.
I think the Germans will just keep it up, and Felix Schütze will just play the same shot Mario just played, probably a little less hard though. Hit and stay on the nose. And now they'll be in that good situation to force Mario Freiberger to score 1. They absolutely need to stay in the house. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Go, 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 go.
Seems just fine. I think not too much risk there for the Swiss team though, but
Lecker.
yeah, Mario a bit disappointed in being forced finally to score 1 in this end. He'll just play the draw at the center. No questions. Oh, he's giving a certain ice to leave him the backing on the red behind. He has to make sure that he throws just perfect T-line weight.
Ist noch nicht innen drauf, sonst. Lang! Schnün! Weg schnell! Weg, Fuchs! Weg, Fuchs!
Ist er drauf?
Nein, noch nicht.
Gut so. Ich kann nochmal finden.
Nein,
Nein. Also, es ist wirklich super, super.
Sehr viel.
Sehr viel. Gut, ist okay.
So
Ja, gut probiert, finde ich.
no problem for Mario Freiberger,
Meter von ihm weg, bitte.
as he will
So, was machen Sie? Weiß ich nicht.
score one
Ich glaube ganz ehrlich,
in the second end.
Position schon was
And
machen.
we'll start the first end one up without last rock.
So rum zieht's
So I think the Germans quite happy with
Also von dir aus
with
gesehen
their
rechts.
performance now. They haven't taken any risks and
Es sei
they've
denn, er
managed
geht
to
vor, dann
force
können wir mit Outturn rum.
opponent team to score one.
Gut, Jungs.
Now they have to take use of their last rock that they have back now. You're watching the Champéry Masters here in Switzerland, and we're watching this game between Freiberger from Switzerland and Jahr from Germany live here on Laula TV. This is a curling Champions Tour event. My name is Roger Gulka, and I'm here with you this morning to commentate this game.
Richtig gut. Genau 5. Ja, tipptopp. Kommen. Tipp.
Tier.
Kommen.
Tier muss noch weit laufen. Lauf dann noch weit, ist gut.
Kommen noch ein
Jetzt
bisschen.
schauen. 5,
Tipptopp.
nicht zu tief, 5 ist gut.
Tipptopp.
Nur 5.
Tipptopp. Schöner Fuchs.
Sehr schön.
Yep.
3. Ja. 2, 3. Ein bisschen auf der anderen Seite. 3. Zieh noch mal schnell. Zieh mal.
Wow, Kerle, fast zu viel.
Schau bis geht.
Das ist 3.
Okay.
Der ist so ein.
Ja.
Schade.
Kann nicht gewusst.
Ja, ja.
Bist eng gewesen, aber kann nicht gewusst, dass du losgehst.
Zwischen. Ja. Viel Platz. 20. 40. 40. Da zieht es ja ganz gut. Ja.
Ist kürzer.
50. Warten.
50.
Hat noch viel Platz. Trotzdem hat trotzdem Platz.
Bleiben.
Yep.
Easy. Easy.
Das ist 50. Johnny muss,
Hinten sicher raus.
kann dünn haben.
Hinten sicher raus.
Johnny.
Ich mach.
Hinten sicher raus.
Hart. Hule.
Okay.
Schön. Schöni.
Schön. Sehr gut.
Bisschen kurz.
Erstmal gut. Wunderbar. So wollte ich ihn haben.
Ja, ob das Ding da hinten ist oder nicht, scheißegal. Ich glaube, der stört uns da nicht.
All right, here we are back to our game. So the third end, starting completely differently to the other ones, compared to the other ones. Got guards now in play, and 2 rocks to the back of the rings there. They'll be probably quite useful for the German team now. We'll try and probably just freeze somewhere on one of them.
Freezen da.
Oder machen wir so?
Just take one out, hit and roll. That's a
Oder
good
freeze.
option, I suppose. They have
Oder
to make sure they
freeze.
light too.
Finde ich gut, Jungs. Freeze. Wir haben da 2 Bremsen.
You saw the Germans manage to use their corner guards to get their chance to score 2.
Passt, wenn er zieht, gehen wir da.
Freiberger
Der
just
ist auch gut.
missing that little hack there, tapping that guard, and now
Ist er fast besser.
Germans in a good situation now to build up an end for 2.
Nee, aber sonst habe ich nicht. Ich spiele nicht so schnell dann.
Nee.
Müsst ihr was
Swiss team have to be really careful now. They're not allowed to make one mistake, otherwise it could be a catastrophe. But it's the Germans to play, and
Aufpassen, da kannst du
Linie
first they
gut.
have to make that shot.
Ist eher lang.
Seems finally like
Eher
a
lang.
freeze, but they're calling it a bit long.
Muss treffen.
Eher lang.
Must touch.
Ist eher
Must
lang.
touch. And he makes it fine. Yeah, they didn't sweep it at all. They were calling it long. They were there. Gotta hit something. Yeah, the kind of situation where you try to freeze like that. You're there. If you don't curl enough, you be on the curl a bit too fast. You won't curl enough. You'll be on the yellow on the right. If you're a bit too slow, you curl too much, and you'll be on the other one. Finally, end up being too fast and going right through the middle. And now Freiberger, well, playing a very good, smart way on the front one. Trying to get a hit and roll, draw either behind his own guard or even roll further towards the red. What he'll want to do is get the rocks, the red rocks, as close as possible from each other. And this is quite a slow takeout once again. Oh, direction was good, but yeah, and actually that's not very good result. Gives one more backing possibility to the Germans there with their rock behind, as you can see it. Or they're sweeping go behind. And now Jahr asking logically to just draw another one behind the guard. We've seen that it's not curling so much on the sides, but when you're getting close to center line, it's got a big swing at the end. So I think that he wants to use this. Just giving not too much ice. It will go nice and straight, and just at the end, it will just plunge and hide itself behind the guard.
Bisschen weich gespielt, zwar nicht.
Seems like he's a little bit inside. It's curling already.
Komm vorbei. Sehr gut. Der ist gut. Sehr gut. Hard. Sehr gut. Ja. Oh.
Hard. Oh, that was really well swept there from the Germans. Past the guard, and really good shot there. I think they were a little scared at some point, but they really made it. You can see he got the nice swing right at the end. Hard sweeping, preventing it from hitting the guard.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a bit of a problem there. Freiberger, yeah, not allowed to do any mistake. Just hitting the guard, well, at least opens up the red one, but
Eigentlich war super gewesen.
I wonder about this call there.
Ist ja gut. Dann hat er den Doppel und dann hat er einen Double und einen Roll.
Ja.
Tja, über 4,
I think
oder?
they just want to take some position in the.
Bisschen weniger Eis
in front of the
vielleicht noch für uns, weil es
forefoot.
da wenig curlt. Weil wir wollen ja lieber ein bisschen nach innen
If they can
versetzen.
end up top of the forefoot, that would be good. But then they would leave a hit and roll option.
Eis da.
If Mario makes it, then they could suddenly get into a position where they could steal. I don't know. In my opinion, the Germans should either peel at center guard or maybe try and draw behind the corner. Try and keep the game to the sides. As right now they're just going to play right in the middle where Mario wants them to go.
Enge
So
Hatte von alleine!
Oh.
Oh, ist ein bisschen eng.
there's also lots of chances of leaving them
Vorne
a double.
12.
Oh.
Vorne 12.
Oh.
Calling top 12 foot.
Bremst
Vorne
ein
That
acht.
bisschen.
seems much
Vorne acht.
faster.
Am Ende ziehen lassen.
Vorne 8.
Maybe if he
Freeze.
can get a little rub, if
Freeze.
Oh. Nach
he
innen
can
das
get a
Stück.
little split, that would be good.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, komm.
yeah, he's leaving. I think he's leaving a double.
Ist nicht schlecht, Johnny. Out kann es gut. Liegt gut.
Jahr doesn't seem extremely satisfied with his shot, but his team is saying, yeah, it's quite good actually.
So.
Yeah, maybe maybe the guard is just preventing from the double happening. We've seen that if you throw a bit of weight, it's going quite straight. So
Ja, der
would
Doppel
have
geht
to-
nicht. Eben.
you would have to pass really close from that guard if you ever wanted to do the double, and there would be probably finally some backing with those yellows at the back. See always how the rocks behind the T line are always in your disfavor, your disadvantage. Sven Eaton.
Gut, Bord. Wow. Achtung. Zieher. Zieher.
Has to be careful not to rub again on the guard. Oh, once again, no.
Ist gut.
Oh, and there he's
Gut
disappointed.
gespielt, aber wir spielen 4 verschiedene Längen für den gleichen Stein.
Leck mich am.
Yeah, well,
Eigentlich
there was
gleiches
probably a
Eis,
little
wa?
communication
Yeah, like his
mistake.
eyes.
Maybe it was a little slower or something. Maybe just Mario didn't get it right. Yeah, they could actually guard it. Could, I don't know. Well, 2 hits on the guard by Sven Eaton. And now the Germans are taking control of this end.
Besser.
Muss man wieder vorne.
2 bis 3.
Linie gut, Jungs.
2 bis 3.
Muss ziehen. Leine sehr gut, Jungs. Leine sehr gut.
2 bis 3.
Am Ende. Ja! Nein, nicht.
Oh.
Nicht. Wow. Wow. Oh, ist gut. Nein, nichts. Nichts.
Gut, Johnny. Gut.
Johnny. Super. Gut.
Mensch, kann ich mal eins drauf knallen. Und ich gerade auf der Rot. Und wenn es keine Option ist. Gerade auch Wenn, dann müssen wir fast gar nicht
Wir kommen ja mehr langsam, aber wenn du nur einen ganz kleinen...
Aber da kannst du ja nachher nicht so viel machen.
Now, good guard there in front, and Freiberger in quite a bit of trouble there. Doesn't have the last rock. Germans having good control there in front of the forefoot.
Ja. Wäre mal etwas. Du musst fast einmal schiessen, oder?
Jawohl.
Bleibst einfach da vorne liegen, oder?
Und der Lead hat ein Knieproblem.
Mit dem kannst du ja den einfach mal da hin
Germans
oder
seem
irgendwie
actually
der
quite
auf der, der
relaxed
geht
there
direkt
at the
hinten
back.
dran.
Genau.
They know they have a good chance right now on this end. You can see the Swiss are really thinking, there, what the hell can I do?
Das andere wäre da und der und um.
Prognose ist
Well, there is a possibility to just draw the button.
Dezember.
That's really risky at that point.
20.
They could try a run back, but if they don't make it, I mean, they're not going to make the situation any better.
Nee.
It's quite a difficult shot. You have to be really, really precise in that ice for those kinds of shot.
Sag, wenn er bei dir geht, müsstest du fast eher so. Ja, aber dann läuft er auch da rein drauf, da passiert nicht viel. Ich will, glaube dass wir da gehen. Okay, das ist gut.
And yeah, well, you can see, you know,
Könnt ihr auch noch nachher machen? Könnt ihr irgendwie
actually
jetzt
every
probieren,
player
so
in the
etwas-
team is quite important, and
Wohnen?
it's always good to have a third
So.
makes his
Ja, das
two
weißt du,
shots
kurz
as he
begrenzt,
prepares the
aber zwei
situation
von
for the
vorne.
skip,
Ja.
and you could see that Sven
Lieber
Eaton
einfach
was
den
really
vorne
unlucky
oder
on both
dann
his
noch
shots,
mal
just
drüber.
rubbing
Die
both
zwei
times
gehen
off the
vielleicht
guards,
nicht
and
mit. Und
now you can see that
es öffnet
two
sich
good
vielleicht,
shots
also
from John
so
Jahr
meinst
at the same time just put Mario Freiberger in a
Ja.
really difficult
Ich weiss es nicht.
situation.
Was schaut ihr an, das da?
Das geht auch nicht. Nein, der Licker wäre einer.
Well, if Freiberger removes the red guard, I mean, Germans just have to replace it, and he's going to be in the exact same situation. I mean, he has to do something that changes things up and make sure that his situation is better after that. There's the run back possibility, but
Ja, wenn sonst ist er-
yeah, he's really not allowed to miss anymore.
Mit ist Stein ist, wenn wir noch ein
So
bisschen
he
raus-
seems like he's looking at the run back on the red, 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 red.
Ja. Das ist nachher auch für dich mit dem letzten komfortabel.
Trouble is the way those two reds are. I mean, if he doubles them out,
Licht aus ist okay.
there's backing on those reds. On those yellows, sorry. Back. We'll see. I think we'll see lots of speed from Mario Freiberger. Skip of the young Swiss team. Oh, and that's not making anything much better. Ay, ay, ay. Germans actually having a possibility for 4. So I think what they want to do is just replace that guard where it was. See, they're not giving very much ice. The ice is not super swingy, which makes it actually quite easy to throw guards.
Läuft super, sagt Johnny.
Läuft super.
A little bit harder to draw behind one, though. But
2 bis 3. Also
right now, the
3 wäre schon schön, dann haben wir einen Winkel, falls er
Genau,
rumbaut.
genau.
The Germans just need to place a guard. That's the kind of shots you really want to do when you're at 4th, you know. Just playing a guard on 2 of your shots in the center. Nice, it's not too swingy. It's perfect. Just need to get the right weight. You can see good balance. Nice little release.
Engels, 2 bis 3.
Good technique from
Drei,
Felix Schulze.
Wieder.
2 bis 3.
Very stable when he slides out the hack. And you can see the sweepers there just cleaning up in front of the rock, making sure
Nicht Karl.
it gets no pick.
Oh, nicht Karl.
Oh, it's swinging just a bit at the end, and they want it to stop.
Okay, weil er kann sie nur
All right, I think it's just okay.
Kann nur einen nehmen, glaub ich.
He's guarding what he needs to guard, at least. Probably could have been a little bit more to the left, but
Hört auch sein zweiter ein bisschen zu viel. Ne?
still have a good possibility for a 3. Yeah, I think the Germans would have liked to be a little bit more on the left here
Muss man extrem drehen.
to really stop everything, and Freiberger actually just looking,
Er kann nur so rum.
giving up 3.
Da spielt, bleibt zumindest einer.
Jetzt hinten drauf.
Seems like he's looking at giving up 3 there, actually. No risks, no 4. He wants to hit that red rock on the nose, he said, and maybe roll a bit to the side and
Oder soll ich dann hier durch die Lücke?
force the Germans for a draw for 3, sorry. So it seems like he's thinking, well, more 1 up. If they score 3, it's like if they're just 2 up. I'll have the last rock. Well, it's not very good, but better than being 3 down, so I don't want to do any mistakes. Yeah, the risk really of playing on those 2 yellows, those 2 reds in the center is he could rub off the guard and push it in the house, so he really doesn't want that.
Okay.
So good shot from Mario. And now Draw for 3.
Auch, den kennen wir ja nun. Und du hast Backing. Und sie laufen echt gerade, ne? Also so.
So John Jahr is saying, well, let's just keep playing those rocks the way we
Ja,
played.
natürlich.
They're going
Hier
nice
muss
and
ich
straight, and he
weiter
got
raus. Hier haben wir
backing.
nicht viel
Machen wir ihn
gespielt.
durch. Da haben wir hinten 2 Fänger.
Nur die Garde hatten wir hier.
Ich würde hinter dem gelben Eis geben, Johnny.
So, genau.
Hinter dem gelben.
Kann man machen,
Ist
oder?
hinter dem Gelb.
Nee,
They're
hier.
just talking about where to give the ice a little bit more.
Jetzt wieder eine frische Spur.
Der zog enorm
Saying,
weg.
yeah, we know the ice,
Finde ich auch gut. Und die Lücke ist ja
we know
groß.
the direction.
Wenn wir angehen, gehen wir an
What
unserem
you want to do is just
Auch nicht schlimm. Also deswegen ist
play on the sides of the ice that you know. That's what John Jahr is saying. Well, you got backing, the ice is straight. No problem, you just played there.
Jungs, nur durch!
Voller Fuß. 4 Fuß Biceps.
Could actually roughly play the same weight than his guard there before, and with sweeping they would take it quite easily in the house. Felix shoots it.
Linie gut!
Ja, ist gut. Ist gut.
Länge gut! Ja! Ziellein! Halt! Ja! Ziellein! Halt! Halt!
Hard sweeping there.
Halt! Länge! Gut!
Ist gut.
Seems like the line is fine.
Ist wunderbar. Ist wunderbar.
Super! Beste.
It just made it the perfect way. Good sweeping, and that is going to be a 3.
Einmal für die Kamera getanzt. Musste da ja durch.
Also, Production ist jetzt ein 2 hoch. Gut. Tipptopp. Jetzt einfach alle noch ein bisschen zusammennehmen, ein bisschen genauer werden. Das 10 ist ein 10 und ein Board ist Board.
Schön.
So, jetzt Routine, ne? Wenn ihr in oder out,
Ist mir egal.
dann den out.
So 3-1 there for the Germans. We're taking good option on the game after the third end. Swiss team having the last rock again. They will try to come back in this game by scoring a 2. So I think we'll see a bit of more offense there from the Swiss team. As the Germans will try just to start a classic end there with a rock right at the top of the forefoot.
Müsst ihr haben, glaube ich, Jungs. Müsst ihr haben. Die Länge sieht gut aus.
Man nur sauber.
As Sven Goldeman slides down the ice.
Bisschen.
German team will be representing Germany in
Easy, easy.
Füssen for the
Good,
Olympic
good.
qualifiers
Good.
against the Swiss team who will be
Schon
playing the
Achtung.
Universitätsspiel.
Schön.
And right now it's advantage to the Germans.
Okay, richtig gut. 2 bis 3. Sollte noch ein bisschen
Aus der Mitte
rauskommen.
kommen, muss Garle.
Achtung, jetzt garlet er ein bisschen.
Ja, ist 3.
2.
Ho, 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 ho.
Gerade da über die Werte.
Warte nach, Rainer.
Ja, jetzt könnt ihr.
Erst am
Jetzt
Schluss.
könnt ihr.
Ja, 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 ja.
Können wir noch ein bisschen. Okay,
So very classical opening. Rock in the center, corner guard. And the Germans will want to take some good position in that control zone. In front of the forefoot, in front of the tee line.
Könnte vielleicht ein bisschen was gebrauchen. Einsacker, bringt das auch nichts. Komm, Knüppel.
So people were asking us, why isn't it the Attinger Hasselborg game? Or we're just sorry about this mistake, but it was just a mistake. We talked about the game. It was, mentioned the game that will be played actually on sheet number 2, as we're playing on sheet number 5. So it's just the opposite sheet. So it's just a mistake from our part. We're really sorry. It's not Attinger versus Hasselborg, but Freiberger versus Jahr.
Da hat er uns ja.
Ja, ja. Board. Board ist gut, dann können wir immer noch den machen. Okay.
You're watching right now the group phase of this Champéry Masters. Here in the mountains in Switzerland, it's beautiful weather outside actually. Very nice to have the fresh air. Ooh, and really good shot there. Passed really, really close from that guard. Yeah, the Germans just being a little short in that second rock there, and now they have to play another little hack weight. Well, you see there is the swing, but it must really pass by really close.
Ja.
If you have any questions or comments about the game, you can always write to us at livecurlingchampionstore.org.
Whoa! Lass ziehen, Svenny, lass ihn ziehen.
Yep.
Nein.
Ready. Hard. Schön, Bruder.
So another good shot there, and now Freiberger trying just a little hit and roll. He wants to use his corner guards now, just normal weight. Without last rock, with last rock, you really want to try and get the game to the sides. And keep the center really clear. That center guard is not too dangerous. We've seen that even if you're hidden behind it, there's no problem about getting behind and hitting that rock hidden. So the Germans, they want to get the roll more at the center. Well, Jahr showing both options, just rolling on to the right or toward the left, but I think they would prefer to roll to the left behind the center guard. I think that when you call those kinds of shots, you really have to be precise. Just say, roll to the left, and that's what you're playing for. What he wants to do is really stay in the rings. Seems like he's rolling out. So either curled too much, or it was just more as expected, or it was just Christopher Bartsch being a little bit inside. Yeah.
Klar, am Ende ist tierisch geknallt, aber
now Mario has got a good possibility to use his corner guard now. As Randy Plover slides down the ice.
Yep, yep. Lengi, Zierik. Lengi. Wow, wow. Sehr gut. Flecke, super. Oh. Ganz verstecken. 8, 9. Bleibt er?
Du musst ihn hinterrennen.
Ja, nein, gar nicht, Jungs. Er geht durch.
Whoa.
Hi.
Ich will schauen, Take hat sich vorne gestoppt und rein sind, ist es so.
You can't see it on the image there, but the rock just slid out of the rings. Now you can see nothing there, and yeah, well, ice is really, really fast there. I was talking with the players before, and they're, oh man, it's really, really good. It's really fast. See there, he was just never ever stopping, and yeah, well, I thought it was a good option when you're 2 up to get rid of that corner guard, which is really the dangerous rock there in play. So I'm not so convinced by that, let's say, tactical call. In my opinion, when you're 2 up and there's nothing in the house, you should get rid of that corner guard. Center guard, as we saw, it's possible to go get rid of the rocks behind them with the hack weight. Just curls enough. And you don't want to stay open next to them. You would give an opportunity for a hit and roll. So there is swing at the end, but not really much. See, seems like he will be half hidden. Pretty good shot from Jahr though. Mario Freiberger calling for the freeze. Just tap it back behind the tee line. Take position in front of the forefoot.
7, Sach, 7. Okay, warte noch. Warte, weg. 5, Sach. Weg. Nein, gar nicht. 4, 5. Warte. 5, schnell 5. Warte.
They really need to make sure they get the line right on that one. Seems a little bit wide.
Jetzt könnt ihr. Ja, bist drauf.
Oh, that seems like a really nice shot.
Okay.
Sven Eaton having missed his 2 rocks before, and now plays really good freeze there. He's back in this game. And the Germans there. Oh, should we steal? They have the possibility. Doesn't swing very much. If they place a good guard there, guarding, let's say, the right-hand side now of the yellow rock, they could be in a really good situation then. Red rock would be really then tucked in. Dangerous call, though.
Ja, aber dann lässt du den doch außen offen.
Ja, ich weiß, was du meinst.
Weil gleich meist liegst du hier.
So ein Stück mehr.
They could just freeze again on it.
Okay.
His center freeze at yellow.
Natürlich wollen wir nicht offen sein, ihn offen lassen.
Nein, aber ein ganz kleinen Zentimeterchen verstecken wäre auch nicht schlimm. Dann kann er nämlich nicht raufgehen.
Ich vorbleiben.
Ja, ja.
John
Enges,
Jahr,
2,
German
2 bis
split,
3.
playing third.
2 bis 3. 2 bis 3. 2. 2. Nicht mehr curlen. 2. Nicht curlen. Das ist auch ein Witzball, ne? Dann wirft er ihn auf das Eis, was ich geben wollte.
Schön.
Gut, dann habt ihr das.
Gut.
Yeah, it's a good guard there.
Stand.
The right-hand side of the yellow is protected. As you can see on the image, no possibility for Mario really to come and bump his own rock.
Aber so 9, 10.
It seems that Mario Freiberger is asking Sven Eaton to tap back the red one there. That's quite a tricky shot. He was showing back line.
What?
Really tricky shot. He has to come really close by that center guard. Oh, he rubs again on it. Ay, ay, ay.
Da, überall gut. Also es läuft wirklich sehr gut.
Germans.
Hier ziehen sie ja richtig gut, ne?
It's a situation where you just
Also ich
have to
kann ja einen
guard
Platz
their own
von der
rock.
Centerline haben, weil wenn er hier durchkommt, trifft er ja nur seinen. Johnny.
Bitte?
Ich sag, selbst wenn er hier eine kleine Lücke hätte, würde er auch nur seinen treffen. Es curlt richtig gut.
Yeah, Felix Schulze is just saying, yeah, if even we leave a little port there,
Die Centerline beißen sozusagen.
Mario tries to hit with the hard takeout, he would probably only
Kann auch ein bisschen weniger haben.
hit his own yellow.
Die Lücke durch ist auch schwer. Johnny, vielleicht noch einen Tick mehr, gib mal im Übergang. Ja?
There's quite a lot of ice there, though.
Gut, Jungs, curlende Seite jetzt.
Oh, we've seen that this side curls quite a lot.
An die Center ran, am besten so ein Stück davon entfernen.
Ja, okay.
Center beißen ist auch gut. Bitte?
That's one really important aspect of the game is we call reading the ice, making sure you give the player the right target to aim at with the broom.
Müsste haben.
Hat die 2. 2 bis 3. Linie gut.
Leine
Nicht
sehr
mehr
gut,
curlen.
Jungs. Leine sehr gut.
Nicht mehr curlen, Jungs.
Wow.
Wow, nur rüber.
Ist rüber.
Nur rüber.
Bisschen ran noch.
Komm. Weg, aus.
Oh.
Gut.
Wow.
Weg.
Jetzt dran, jawohl.
Schön.
Alter, das ist gut. Noch mehr als wir dachten.
So the ice was good. Good shot there. Maybe he would have liked to be a little bit closer to the house, but Mario once again forced to play some complicated shots now.
Ja, aber einfach parat.
They really haven't managed yet in that game to take good position.
7.
From the second end on there, Mario was already facing two, and now yeah, only facing one, but he has the last rock, and he's already two down.
Yep.
It wouldn't be really good if he gets one stolen on him now. So I think just a little back line weight. The guard's really far away. I think the curl there is he could reach that red rock and bump it back, and even maybe like two. Back weight. Maybe it's a little fast. It's a little bit fast and wide. That would be really catastrophe. Ooh, doesn't seem really convinced with that shot. It's going straight through the rings. They're not even close. Oh, and the Germans really never really forced to play any complicated shots in that game yet. Now if they can draw, I mean, if they can draw top of the 12-foot till top of the 4-foot, I mean, they're in a really good position as long as they're half hidden, 3/4 hidden. I mean, there's the swing on the ice.
Schlau reinzugehen, weil hat doch nur das Ding von außen, oder?
Nein.
Geh du.
Je nachdem, wie zieht dann.
Irgendwo hin. Wenn hier ist, ist nicht schlecht.
Wenn
hier ist
genau, wenn gut zieht, wenn wir hier enge liegen, ist auch kein Weltuntergang.
Nicht reingehen.
Ha?
Ich würde nicht reingehen.
Bitte?
Nein,
12 Fuß.
wir wollen aber den
nur
schon
12
verhindern.
Fuß. Es geht nur darum zu verhindern, dass sie jetzt 2 kriegen.
Hier ist
Wenn wir
doch
da
gut.
12 Fuß liegen, ist gut.
Hier ist doch gut.
Ist perfekt.
Okay.
Und wenn hier
Gleiches-
liegt, ist auch gut.
Gleiches Eis wie eben, dann liege ich ja in der Flucht.
Yeah, there is a run back possibility for the
Ja,
Swiss
alles
team,
ist
which
gut.
would stay
Bis
really,
hier
really
ist alles
tough.
gut.
So, yeah, they're just showing from top of the 12-foot till top of the 4-foot is perfect. Yeah, I think that's what they should play.
12 Fuß, 8 Fuß in seiner Flucht sozusagen.
12-foot, 8-foot, 4-foot, whatever.
Da müsste ich fast reinhauen.
Felix Schulze just slides out of the hack,
Hier länger.
releases.
Oh. Yep.
Länger.
Yep.
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 Wie lang?
They need to make sure they pass the guard, but he cannot be too fast. He must be at least half, 3/4 hidden.
Oh.
Well, and he was a little bit fast there, and he swept it through.
Schnell.
Whoa. So he was also a little surprised by the speed of the rock there. He's not the first one. So, well, it's not a bad miss, but it's not such a good shot there. Freiberger actually having a second chance to play the shot he wanted to play on his first rock. And he even has a possibility for two, in my opinion. I think if he can really pass close to that guard with a little backline weight and hit well at red there, he could even lie two in the house. Very difficult shot for two.
Ich würde noch ein bisschen kürzer spielen.
Gib mir noch ein bisschen mehr, Sven. Meter kürzer.
Weißt
So
du, so.
Backline.
Genau.
Backline.
Just want to play backline, bump the red, at least score one. That would be minimum. And Felix Schulze, you can see with those kinds of shots, we can call a key shot there. If he had made that shot, it probably would have been no chance for the Swiss to even have a chance to score one. And now they could have a chance to score two. This he has to pass the guard. Oh, and I think Mario's quite angry there. It was really, really close. Even despite the really hard sweeping there. Just didn't make it. Yeah, so
Da fehlte die Explosion bei den Wischern.
It's going to be a score steal of 1 for the German team. We're going to be now 4-1 up after 4 ends.
Ja, sie machen eben. Sie machen auch riesen weg, oder? Dass wir irgendwie schauen, dass wir unsere Chancen wirklich jetzt anfangen zu nutzen mit Analyse. Ja, und ein bisschen weniger hektisch.
So you're watching now live the Curling Masters in Champéry in Switzerland. Beautiful mountain region. Curling Champions Tour event. It's a group game. Group C, actually. Team Freiberger from Switzerland playing against Team Jahr. The Germans having taken a good option on the game. They're already leading by 3 points after 4 ends. First end was blanked, then second end, Mario Freiberger was forced to score 1. Just draw 1 against 2 German rocks, and the Germans actually playing pretty good end, but never really forced to play any complicated shots after 2 important misses from Sven Eaton there. Finally scored a 3 and stole 1. After Mario Freiberger just rubbed against that guard, just so close. Yeah, you can see Skip's mistakes are right on the backboard. If he had made that shot, he could have scored maybe 1 or 2, and instead of that, it's a steal. It was a difficult shot, though. I mean, he really hasn't been in really good situations yet. So Skip, but hey, there's a good possibility already in that end with that red rock thrown at the back of the rings. The ice is really fast. Players have to be careful. As we see, maybe the guard just will enter the house. Oh, it's just not in the rings. Good shot there. Yeah, players, when they're behind, try to use what we call it free guard zone. So that rule that forbids leads to take rocks of the opponents that lie in front of the house. You just have to bite the house, just touch it, touch the rings to be removable by leads. And the second can start peeling out rocks that are in front of the house. But only the second, not the lead. Well, that looks really slow. Yeah, Sven Goldeman really struggling with his weight. One like a little bit too fast, second one really too slow. And bad start of the end for the Germans there. Really not taking the position they want. Yellow rock is not that badly placed. It could be always split at the end depending on what the situation is. So I think good opportunity for Mario to take good position now. Hard sweeping needed. That seems again a little slow, despite the really hard sweeping there. And behind the Germans, once again, not really forced there already to play some tough shots. As the Swiss had a really good opportunity, they're already to take really good position. I mean, you really have to take those chances. And the Germans are already lying with 2 center guards. Could always be really useful for them at the end.
Ja, ich will ja nur nicht da liegen bleiben, ne? Ja. Es geht schon. Notfalls macht ihr das.
Yep, Goal! Whoa! Hut! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Whoa!
They didn't get the roll they wanted. At least they removed the yellow rock. No possibility for a split anymore. And now, well, Mario can ask to draw behind those 2 center guards. I think that's what he's asking Rainer Kobler to do. It's a very stable slide. Gentle release. It seems like it's curling a lot. It has to pass that guard. Looks really close. Has to even pass the second one. That seems like a good shot. Well, that curled a lot. That's a really good shot from Rainer Kobler. It's perfectly hidden. I mean, no possibility to remove that rock. I've seen that this right-hand side now curls much more than the other side. So Germans now just trying to take themselves position. I think if they could be top of the forefoot now on the center line, that would be really good for them. As Christopher Bartsch slides down the ice.
Yep. Länge.
Nur Länge.
Gut.
Länge hat er.
Wow, nicht lang.
Aufpassen.
Yep.
Warte.
Yep. Hard. Yep.
Line seems really good.
Schön, schön.
Good shot.
Sehr schön, Bule.
German's quite happy with that rock.
Sehr gut so.
So we're starting to get a little freeze game.
Sonst der Platz?
Komm, am Ende tierisch.
Ja.
Man kann ihn ein bisschen sperren da an der Stelle. Das ist ganz gut.
Wo kommen eigentlich diese ganzen Fliegen her?
Bitte?
Diese ganzen Fliegen.
Ja, das kommt, weil die Scheinwerfer die töten wahrscheinlich und dann oder annocken und dann fallen sie runter.
Wollen wir beide weg?
Ja, warte, was bringt denn das was, wenn wir beide weg?
Kannst auch hier.
Einrollen.
Müssen wir nicht rüberrollen?
Wer ist denn Schott? Er?
Er ist schon.
Okay.
Aber beide weg, dann ist die Spur offen.
Gut, wir
Obwohl,
sollten
dann kann er auch nicht her. Kann sie ja kaum
Nimm sie
verstecken.
weg.
Beide
Ja.
weg. Beide weg.
beide weg,
zwei
dann liegt der
machen.
Schott. Beide
Notfallsnase.
Er ist ja jetzt auch schon Schott.
Piel.
Ja, Feli, 80. 80.
Wie du willst.
80, bitte. Nicht diese, was soll das? Nur nicht zu weit außen treffen.
Nein.
Yep. 80. Yep. Halt!
Halt!
Oh. Schön, Johnny.
Gut.
Super. Ist gut so.
Schön.
Yeah, so just had another email actually from Hans Niemann, who was asking us if we could change the headline of the game on the screen.
Schöner.
Das ist schön so. Das ist schon so. Weil das andere hatte immer noch eine zweite Auflage.
And well, actually, we're really sorry about that, but we can't actually change it because it's not us. It's actually Laola who wrote it down. Martin Stuckey, who's our, say, technical manager, actually told them yesterday, but they haven't changed it. So yeah, we're really sorry about that. And well, I hope at least you're enjoying that game. For infos, Team Hasselborg is now winning 4-3 there on sheet number 2 against the Swiss team from Attinger.
So, mal gucken, was er macht.
Aber ich sage, wir könnten gerne auch gerade stoßen. Das wäre sehr sexy.
So once again, really sorry for that mistake. And yeah.
eben, der Winkel schießt mich an.
Ja, so ist
Was ist, wenn wir da ein bisschen tappen, nützt auch nicht.
Kommen wir nicht mehr dran.
Weißt du, wenn wir das Spiel macht dazu, dann kommen wir nicht mehr
Das Einzige, was wir machen können, was natürlich cool ist, ist,
Ja gut,
wenn wir,
dann ist die Zeit dann auf im zweiten.
das cool ist, aber wenn wir da kommen und wir
Ja,
leicht
nein,
übergörlen, schau jetzt, wenn wir rankommen und leicht übergörlen,
Das wäre
dann können wir nachher immer noch den
Ja.
stoßen, wieder decken wir ja den Gel ab. Also es wäre eigentlich am Rainer seine Linie da vorne.
Da, aber wirklich wieder einer.
Gut.
Wir müssen dann auf den schauen beim Büschen, gell?
Genau.
Ja. Vorne vorbei und nachher weiter.
Ja. Gut, 6.
6, ja.
Wow, Spitz 7.
Wow! Wow! Wow, keine Linie! Wow! Keine Linie noch! 5! Wow! Wow! Nochmal Länge! Wow, wow, wow! Nochmal Länge!
So Sven Eaton going for the freeze again.
Squad!
That's a pretty good shot there. Rocks are well lined up.
Die Frage ist ja, wenn
Was soll denn der denn?
Yeah, this was really satisfied by that
Ja,
shot.
damit er Material hat, wo er nachher mal draufhauen
Aber erstmal nur hier hin.
Ja, finde gut.
Now I think the Germans are really thinking about closing up the center.
Mal den hinteren geben, wenn er da raufhaut.
Prevent
Dann mach
the
mal. Geh dahin, komm. Geh dahin. Das finde ich gut.
Also insofern,
Swiss from scoring two
Wenn
now.
er lang ist, hier, aber so ist gut.
The yellow's already lying one. Just make sure that it'll be really difficult for them to get a second one. Maybe they can get a few angles right. For now, the Germans are also winning by 3 shots, so
oh, die kriegen wieder immer
forcing a one right now would be really good.
Johnny.
It would give them the last rock in the 6th end. Possibility to close that game already in the 6th.
Ja, keine Zeit. 21.
Nur Länge.
2 bis 3.
3 ist gut, Jungs.
John
3.
Jahr wants
Nur
top of the ring.
Runter
noch, runter!
Hol ihn ran.
They're calling it a little bit short. Calling guard.
Halt! Halt,
Whoa,
ist
whoa,
das
whoa,
Stück!
whoa,
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa.
John Jahr wanted it a bit closer to the house there. So he seemed quite satisfied with it. Probably would have been better if it were a bit closer.
So weit wolltest du ihn?
Ja, er sollte 3, ne? Daneben.
Guckst du vielleicht da noch ein bisschen hindern. Ich würde zwischen Heck und Board.
Ja, gut.
Was meinst du vom Eis?
So,
Wirklich?
ja, ist gut.
Weißt du, dass unser nachher so da?
Lange?
Heck bis Board.
Gut.
Gib ein bisschen mehr, glaub ich.
Now the Swiss will try and move things around a little bit.
Heck!
That little run back.
Zieh! Zieh! Wow!
Oh, and yes, he's starting to get a bit frustrated. The number of times he rubbed on the guard there. Really nothing. Curling sometimes, sometimes just questions of millimeters.
So.
Wenn wir den nochmal wieder zumachen.
Oh,
Warte mal, das ist jetzt nicht die Curly Side.
Sieht das auch ganz gut aus. Mein anderer Freund curlte ja auch die Guard. Ne? Und da waren wir hier und der curlte fast an die Center ran. So ist schon gut, glaube ich. So.
Wie lang?
2.
Ja. Neben unserem Roten, da wäre nicht schlecht.
genau.
Oder auf der Höhe so sozusagen.
Ja, gut.
Tick tiefer, mal gucken.
Müsst ihr haben. 2.
Nicht mehr Köln!
2 bis 3. 2 bis 3.
Warte! Nur
2
rüber!
bis 3.
Am Ende!
Sauber! Hart sauber! Ja!
Am Ende, ja!
Ja!
Halt! Halt! Weiter, Jungs! Weiter! Noch ein Stück!
So! Wunderbar!
Schön. Aber.
Yeah, and now the Germans are just blocking up everything. Starting, and Swiss now really thinking about how can they score 2 now. Well, I think there's still a possibility to draw into the forfeit from the. Well, now it's from the left-hand side there. Past the guard.
Genau so, gleiche Höhe wie der, oder? So. Wie Schott. Das ist einfach Schott. Kann er sein?
Da.
Schau schon, Fuchs, wie nöch. Wie tief ist es tief möglichst?
T-Line.
T-Line. Hast du
Ja.
das er nicht noch besser drauf spielen?
Nein, sein Roter bist um so viel.
Okay.
Okay. Das heisst,
Okay. Ein bisschen mehr kann man als das.
10 Santi ganz drin. Also, nein. Wird schon mehr.
Die, dass wir noch einen
Das
dritten
wir-
sind.
ja.
Zah!
Wow.
Zah! Wie lang? Wow! Zah! Wie lang? Wow! 9!
9, 10. Anbouncen am Roten.
Wow.
Early.
Ist noch zu viel, ist noch zu viel.
Nur early.
Ist zu viel. Zieh den gar rein!
Oh well.
Ja, den Double auf dem Roten.
Hat natürlich gleich einen Schuss für irgendwas.
Also da brauchen wir ja nichts mehr machen.
There
Frage
is
ist, ob wir den
double on
dadurch
the
verhindern,
Reds
dass
there actually.
Hier.
Tja, wenn wir dann so lange mit ihm leicht
So be careful.
Ja, aber der Double ist für 4. Ne?
Jahr.
Ich weiß nicht, ob es sich
Game's
lohnt, den
not
zu
over
covern.
yet.
Können wir
So
auch,
what
Johnny. Wir
you
können auch
want to do
einfach...
is just put another guard and block that double, I think.
Oder wir spielen ihn ab.
You just need to block the inside of the red rock and then you're fine.
Dann hast du gar keine Last mehr.
This is really questionable getting the right ice.
Ja, nur wenn ich ihn hier hinspiele,
If you
hat
know a
er
little bit Mario Freiberger, he's quite good at those kinds of shots.
Weil er hat ja sonst nochmal
Die
die
Seite.
an der gleichen Stelle.
Aber ich würde ihn
jetzt
auch nicht
echt
wegspielen,
schwer,
sondern wirklich dicht machen.
Dicht machen, ja.
Jetzt
Am
wird er
Ende ist es
schwer,
ein
weil
Counter
der
für
Gelbe
uns.
dann.
Ne? Und
Gelbe
also,
lasst er ja
ich
nicht.
sag nur,
Ja,
wenn,
klar.
wenn er
Aber
was
Knallen tut er ja, genau.
jagen sollte und da was
Das ist halt die
reinspringt,
Entscheidung. Entweder knall ich das Ding weg.
Hier droht uns nichts. Naja, mit Glück.
Ich glaube, wir sollten hier dicht machen.
den musst du dicht
Guck mal,
machen. Den
dann
würde
habe ich
GER
gleichzeitig die Dorspur dicht und der
würde
muss
den
da
auch dicht
draußen
machen,
in den Intern.
Weil der auch,
Soll ich
dadurch, dass
vielleicht
der
so
Winkel hinten
rumkommen?
So ist. Ja, schwierig. Ist auch schwer für ihn. Ne? Er muss ihn von hinten
Da ist aber nicht viel Platz. Das
Weil
geht
da
nicht.
muss ich sehr weit raus. Ne?
Und was ist, wenn wir den spielen?
Wenn wir der Nase liegen, verbessern wir auch nur seinen Winkel. Lass uns, Jonny, lass uns von hier. Ist schon gut.
Ah?
Lass uns so
Du kannst
rumkommen.
die Bambule auf der linken
So
Seite
rum.
kannst du nicht verhindern. Ne?
Sonst muss ich
Wenn
ganz
du ihn
raus
selber
in den
hast,
Frost.
Dann da liegst, dann hat er wenigstens noch vielleicht Druck gegen 2. Ne?
Ja, wobei der hängt den Beißer vorne ab. Das finde ich nicht schlecht.
Ach so, ja gut. Dann lass uns die Guard spielen.
Ja, finde ich auch.
Müssen wir auch von innen, weil geht nicht anders.
Ist gut.
Ist gut.
Genau so.
Gut, ich muss einfach an dem Roten, der da jetzt
Ja,
nicht
genau.
vorbeikam.
Knapp vorbei.
Ja.
Und dann zack. Läuft wie immer.
Ja, da wird es schneller laufen als das Ding da eben.
Ja.
So the Germans just playing the guard, playing the security. It's a little bit short, he's saying. They just really need to get the line right. I mean, it doesn't matter if the weight is a little short or not. As long as it's preventing from that double.
Genau so.
Yeah, well, it could have been a little bit better, but I think it's guarding what they need. Germans seem quite happy about that shot. It's quite funny to see the positioning of those guards there. I really wonder how Mario can just get 2 now. Everything is completely blocked. I don't even think it swings enough from the left-hand side there to get into the house. Maybe he could come with some kind of little backline weight rub off the red and the right. Maybe a double run back or something. That is what he's looking at.
Lange? So. Ich glaube normal, also gut 9. Gut.
Jetzt bringen wir richtig geile Steine.
So big shot there. Just trying out something. He has to try something. He's 3 down. He has a chance to do something in this end. Wonder if he could do things really bad though. Well, a little bit wide. Didn't curl enough, and finally that's going to be a score of 1 for the Swiss. So I think the Germans will be quite happy about that. Mario Freiberger never really left with any easy shots.
1,5 Stunden für 5:1 ist nicht schlecht.
Ja, aber wir haben nicht so viel, Jungs.
Die haben
Wahnsinn.
tierisch.
And we will now start playing the 6th end now
So, Jungs.
of this C group game. And the Germans will have the last rock. Watching now the curling masters in Champéry in Switzerland here. And my name is Roger Gulka. I'm commentating this game live. It's a curling champions tour event, and it's 4-2 for Germany against Switzerland. And we will start the 6th end. The Germans having a big advantage as they're 2 up with hammer. That's always a good situation you want to have. If you can even use that hammer to score 2, you're in a really good position. I think the Germans could even satisfy themselves by scoring 1. They would be 3 up with 2 ends to go. And the Swiss will probably want to steal this end. And they start out with the center guard. Yeah, classical opening there. You don't have the last rock. Put up a center guard. Try and force the game in the middle. The Germans will try and take position.
Okay, warte. Nicht. Warte richtig.
Okay. Warte noch, warte.
Nein,
Ho, was
Schlang.
denn? Ho, gar nicht.
Schlang.
Ist eher genug lang.
Actually, the end, once again, doesn't start too bad for the Swiss there. One center guard, one rock behind the tee line.
Okay.
Problem with that second rock is that it's in the house. And the Germans can now get rid of it. I don't think the guard is that dangerous, though. It's quite far away from the rings. It's really too bad. I think that it would have been better for the Swiss if they had been in front. That rock behind the tee line there.
So ein paar hast du. Nicht viel länger gespielt. 8 Meter. Sehr gut.
Aufpassen! Wow, 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 wow! Wow! Yep.
Hupe, nimm ihn ein bisschen.
Halt! Go!
Nimm ihn. Super, schön.
So a nice little shot there. As they open up a bit the middle, and yeah, it seems like Mario Freiberger is ready to take some risks now. He's going to place that second guard and ignore those rocks in the house. Yeah, I think he's really thinking that if I don't steal one there, it will be really, really difficult to win this game.
Zum Schluss kam er dann doch noch ganz gut.
Bitte?
Zum Schluss
So they're going to try and make something happen.
Passiert jetzt hier doch.
You have to do that in curling. Oh, and that rock swings really a lot. Seems a little slow. I wonder if it picked up something.
Boah, der ist aber gut für dich, Bruder.
Yeah, that's not really, really good there for the Swiss. Germans have a possibility for a double now. Well, I wonder if there's a... That red's just not placed absolutely bad. John Jahr's looking at the angles there.
Auf der rechten Seite.
Ja, rechte Seite.
Kann ich ihn ein bisschen rechts oder muss ich ihn so?
Warte. Willst du so?
Ich weiß nicht, wie weit sie auseinander liegen. Oh. Dann muss ich ihn so machen. Weil sonst
Schwer.
Dann über die Nase gern. Also so, bumm.
Oder da?
Ja, das musst du sagen. Ich weiß ja nicht.
Viel.
Wir machen es so. Und wenn du nur den einen machst, Bulle, dann...
Oh.
Ja. Oh.
Oh.
Ja.
Ja.
Halt, Svenny.
Halt.
Weiter.
Johnny!
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
That looks really close from a perfect shot there. Opening up the middle, not getting the backing at the back, rolling out.
Besser geht er nicht.
Not rolling out at play, but really clearing that center. I mean, now Mario Freiberger is going to be in trouble there for stealing in this end. Yeah, he really seems like he's in a mood where he wants to go all in there. Replacing another guard.
Ist gut. 2. Bis 3.
Warte. Drück mich zügig. Ich glaube, wir können fast freezen.
Ja, ich drehe.
Tipp. Tipp. Tipp.
Schnur drüben.
Tipp, 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 tipp. Okay.
Zal je erbij zal ik?
Jetzt können wir ihn auch töten in dem End.
Ja.
Ich würde ihn nehmen. Ich würde den gelben nehmen.
Ich würde ihn nehmen.
Eine Doppelguard versetzt ist nicht
Nehmen.
schön.
Ja, und dann so.
Einfach ein Roll.
And the Germans really, they don't,
20.
now that they're 2 up with, and they even have 2 rocks in the house, they really don't need to score that much right now. Don't need to worry too much. You just need to make sure that no rocks are going to stop, are going to allow actually Freiberger to maybe steal or do something. So they're in a, let's say, in a destructive mood. They want to get rid of everything they see. That's why they're just going to go for that takeout. Hitting probably, I don't know, yeah, rolling the house. Well, I don't know if actually that's so good the way they rolled there, because they're blocking the center there. They're
Doppelgab versetzt. Nee, ich wollte nur ein bisschen weiter rollen. Please.
Yeah, and it seems like Mario's saying, okay, now I'm going to use that rock that I can consider as a center guard that he really wants there. Take now some good positions. Van Eaton will try and make that really important shot now in the end. Try not to rub.
Richtig! Ziehen! Kommt fest!
Wow, wow, wow.
3, 4, 4.
Zieh noch ein bisschen. Zieh noch ein bisschen.
Aufbouncen.
Noch ein bisschen. Oh. Gut. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, well, a little slow probably. Not enough ice or a bit inside, yeah. Van Eaton this game having a tendency to hit the rocks in front of.
So. Ja.
But he wants to go around.
Notfalls, wenn
20.
du uns ein bisschen schiebst, macht das
Ist
gar
auch
nichts.
gut. Genau.
Wie Svenny.
Wie schnell?
20, oder?
Okay, ja, ich will es nur wissen.
Kann ruhig weit laufen, Jungs.
Ja.
Sauber, Jungs.
Hat was.
Andere Seite! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Achtung,
Wow, wow, wow! Off! Gut, okay.
Der war nicht.
Yeah, there's starting to be a lot of rocks in play actually.
So.
Now freeze, Match
And
ab,
yeah,
so!
the Swiss will try and use that.
Fast schwierig, nein.
So gellen sie nicht so viel!
Ja. Mal, das stimmt. Vorne ist ein Guard. Fast 2 gewesen, wo es brennend geworden ist. Mal.
Das andere wäre noch mal so, aber dann kommen wir fast quer.
Germans need to be a little careful there. Even though they have lots of rocks in play, gives more possibilities to Freiberger to put them into trouble. Of course, if he doesn't make it, then might be game over then.
What? 7! 6! 4! 9! Wow! Wow! Achtung! Wie lang? 9! 8! 4! Wow! 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 9! Wow! Richtig, sehr gut, Jungs! 9! Wow! 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 Genau dran, nicht verlieren.
Ja, bleiben.
Sehr gut. Ja! Gut gespielt.
That's a good shot there. Alprom is still open and stuff, but it still forces the Germans to
Null.
play something.
So, super.
Or forcing them at least to do
Sonst
something a
einfach
little
so.
difficult.
Super.
But
Mit geht's.
yeah, if they can actually double up those rocks as
Beide weg.
Felix Schütze was showing
Oder
there
wollen
and
wir
roll
mit der
behind those
Centerline
2 red
aufpassen,
rocks,
lieber ein
that would
bisschen
be really
schneller.
good.
Wenig Eis.
That would be a really good position.
Seiner klebte da eben.
That rock behind the T-line is really not helping them at all.
Ja, der war aber auch nicht toll, ne?
Ja,
Mach ihn
aber
doch mit 80.
wenn wir da hängen, ist nicht gut.
Gib mal Eis. Gib mal Eis.
Komm mal mit 80.
Finde ich gut.
Finde ich auch gut.
Dann nehmen wir ihn noch sicher weg.
Wow, 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 wow.
Nein.
Nein, 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 nein.
Weg.
Weg, ganz weg.
Weg.
Tierisch rausgeworfen. tierisch aus.
Ganz
Jetzt
weg!
gut. Nee, nee.
Swing!
Tierisch aus.
And there's the mistake. There it is. The one that Mario Freiberger was really hoping for by trying to force them to play something difficult. And yeah, I would say nearly virtually for the first time of the game, the Germans were actually forced to really play a rock there. A little complicated, a little tricky, and they really didn't make it. So,
Ja, das können wir auch machen. Die Frage ist nur,
yeah,
wo, also irgendwie so da.
a little fast and wide,
Ist auch okay.
a little bit of unluck.
Aber ich würde glaube ich so spielen.
Ja,
Weil
kann man besser.
der rausnehmen ist wirklich schwierig. Eis.
Now, yeah, if Freiberger can either corner freeze the red ones, there Sven Eaton is showing right now. Just maybe guard a bit in front also. They need to play something, take position.
Da.
Je näher, umso besser.
Also als 4 ist okay.
Finde ich auch.
Ja, nein, die ist gut.
Innen ist gut.
Also brutal viel Flüge auf dem Eis hast.
Schau mal da.
Corner Freeze.
Ja, oder sonst auch ein 3. Ich glaube, ich muss ihm eher den Flop probieren geben auf dem roten. Und dann können wir vielleicht nochmal einen. Corner Freeze ist schwierig.
Ja. Ist schwer schwierig. Ist
So, aber ich komme von dieser Seite und dann erwischen wir ihn halt. Oder?
Okay.
Dass er
Ich finde einfach eine neue Guard auf jeden Fall. Nicht das
Nein,
Ziel.
nein,
Linie.
so. Das Ziel ist eigentlich gerade in Line mit dem
Ja,
Galen.
super. Gut. Ja.
Mario Freiberger, having used properly all those red rocks in play that finally ended up being in disfavor of the Germans. This happens really often. Like you defend and you start hitting and staying, and you have 4 rocks in the house, but finally you'd rather have none of them. I'd say a pretty big mistake from Jahr. Yeah, that's not such a bad shot now. The Germans still have the last rock. I mean, they must make sure that the center is open. So taking off that yellow, or top of the 12 foot as they're showing is probably the option that they should play. If they score 1, they're okay. But now suddenly Freiberger could be in an interesting situation to steal there if he just guards up that red there, spiking the 4 foot.
Aber bleiben, wäre wichtig. Kommt drauf an, wie schnell er jetzt ist. Gib ihm mal einen Stein bitte. Achso, ja. Was wollen wir denn machen, Hupe? 20 nach außen laufen. Okay. Gut. Gut.
Er müsste so kommen wie deiner, denke ich.
Meiner?
Wie Svennis.
Achso, wie Svennis.
Svennis zog da ja ganz gut am Ende.
Ich glaube, der ist gut so.
Sonst haben wir ihn zu dünn.
Ist gut, ist gut.
Oh, warte!
20!
20! Wow,
Sauber. Wow.
wow,
Wow.
Nein,
Sauber.
weg!
Wow.
Sandy.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Hart, 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 go! Gut.
Okay.
Schön.
So a little hit and stay.
Ein bisschen weniger, Karl.
Maybe if Mario Freiberger can play some kind of corner freeze again on that red.
Ja, wenn, dann würde ich da.
Seems like he's looking at freeze on his own
Da
yellow.
wäre eine
Ja,
Option.
brutal. Schau mal da.
Option da.
Problem with that kind of shot is that you've got lots of chance of leaving an easy double. Stealing 2
Nochmal
is,
den gleich mit ein bisschen mehr Eis.
I don't know, a little complicated probably. He could go for it, trying to draw maybe behind the red guard on the right,
Also, mein, da kannst du einfach den Rot schiessen.
or on the left, well. On the left-hand screen on the right.
Was weißt du, wenn er am Schluss sehen, dass es so
So,
Ja, das kann ich dann schauen von der Linie. Eben, ja, genau.
many options.
Was einfacher ist für ihn auf der Rot.
Probably the one, yeah, the one to take would probably be to maybe just guard that red.
Also ich würde
Aber Mario,
Just corner freeze it
bitte in line mit dem Gelb. Ich würde auch näher nehmen.
on the center line side.
Was schwierig ist, dass er so muss lecken.
gleiche Länge.
Gleiche Stein.
Ich komme gleiche Länge, ich habe ein bisschen mehr Eis.
Ist gut.
Am Schluss, einfach am Schluss, der Ding wäre, dass wir allenfalls mit unserem besser würden liegen als
Genau.
als der von der roten Decke.
Ja, ja.
Also,
Genau.
falls er irgendetwas...
Genau. Gut.
Nur mal in Line vom Gala.
Ja. Perfekt.
So big shot now in the 6th end. Last strike of Mario Freiberger. Trying to put himself in a good situation to steal one. Oh, that was called a sweeping right off the start. It's never really a good sign. He wants a top 12. Oh. Wonder if he was really inside, if it picked, or if the ice was wrong. I don't know. He was probably also a little slow. Players struggling a little bit to get their good draw weight. Well, I think actually Jahr could just try that run back. I mean, if they make it, they can score 3 and 7-2 lead. They would probably close up that game. Run back is not that hard. Ice is reasonably straight.
Ist okay, weniger Eis.
That's their chance.
Yep.
Staying on the nose. Goes good, maybe just a little bit on the right, brim side.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yo! Whoa! Yo! Whoa! 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 Back! Whoa! Back! Whoa! Swing!
Super!
And yeah, good shot. That's going to be a 3 and 7-2. Might see a handshake now. Yeah. And there's the handshake. After 6 ends, Mario Freiberger giving up. And that's one more victory for the Germans, who are taking probably a really good option in the qualification now with 1 game left to go. They have 3 wins and 1 loss. And, well, we're going to see each other, I think, later at 3 o'clock in the afternoon there to see another game of the Curling Masters in Champéry. You're watching a Curling Champions Tour live. My name is Roger Goka. I was commentating. So, good afternoon, and see you later.